Oh, there is definitely something afoot. Hello everybody, it's Scott here and we are playing through the Mystery of Eigengrau. It's available on iOS and Android and I'm playing through on my iPhone 13 Pro. Now this is an atmospheric horror game. Basically, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of what's happened so far. We're playing as a bit of a waster. Our brother is a detective, but he's called us up because he needs our help. He is investigating this cult that is doing these strange rituals. We went out to meet him, and now we've ended up here. I'm at the very beginning of the game. I want to go through this experience with you. There's this cabin. It's all a bit, but I'm just going to go over the controls real quick to show you what exactly we're doing. So the movement is on the left-hand side of the screen. We look around by swiping on the right. These 4 buttons in the right corner. This is the sprint button, which is the feet in the bottom left of those 4 buttons. The bottom right is the inventory. So we can see we've got a water bottle that's empty. We've got a lockpick kit. We can also crouch by pressing this button that looks like a head. Yeah, I suppose. And then there's a jump button just above it, which means we can, as you would have guessed from the name of it being a jump button, jump. So we're off to explore. We're going through. So this is somewhat of a puzzle escape room type of thing. So we're looking for clues. We're trying to work our way through. We're trying to get to the next area and we're trying to figure things out. Now, sometimes there are actions, as you can see, and I press the hands right there. And now we have this lockpick. Now, I'm not sure how to use this lockpick. It looks very much like a Fallout 3 lockpicking system, but I haven't had any sort of tutorial on how to actually use a lockpick kit. So let's figure this out, shall we? This is a free-to-play game. I haven't come across any in-app ads as of yet. Lock rotated successfully. Okay, that's... so I guess we can open... Oh, no, okay. So let's go around again. Lock rotated successfully. Is that a good thing? I'm not sure if that's a good thing. I'm just swiping on the door unlocked. Wonderful. All right, let's go on through. So, yes, you do have the option to purchase the full game without ads. So I'm guessing at some point there will be some ads that pop up. It is awfully dark. I'm ever so sorry if you are having difficulty viewing this, but this is what it looks like. I'm also finding it somewhat difficult. There are lanterns that seem to be guiding my way. There's the road that we came in on. So let's just see how it goes. The actual handling of the controls... Oh, I heard something behind me. The actual handling of the controls, I'm finding a little bit tricky. I'm not going to lie. It's a little clunky. I had to go in and change up the sensitivity of the camera because it was very slow to begin with. But sometimes it's a little bit laggy with the movement. Sometimes it can just be a little sluggish, and especially when you're sort of like wanting to sprint perhaps and you're pressing on things and it all just gets it can just get a little bit jumbled is what I say. But I think that could potentially add to it, because when you're then having a little bit of a struggle to actually get out of a situation, ooh, it can be tough. So I've clicked on this pentagram. Let's just click on it again. Maybe something needs to be placed here. Well, why don't we place something? I'm guessing these things. Look at all this is. Oh, it's like an arboretum. So I turned that off. Did that do anything? Now we have to figure it out. So you know what we're playing. You know how it's going. Now we actually have to figure out how to proceed, because I don't want to be stuck in... I think I got this wrong. Surely there's got to be something written somewhere. So can I jump over here to perhaps get to... Wow, I just... Oh, wow, he's really jumping high. Is there anything in here to give me any sort of clues? Anything? I mean, there's a lot of bloody beds, and I'm wondering why there are all these bloody beds. There's also some incidental strings in the background that makes me think that I've discovered something, but all I found is just another bloody bed. I'm wondering if anything's going to jump out at me, if anything's going to follow me. There's definitely a lot of atmosphere to be built up, but I will admit to you, viewers, I am playing this in the daylight. It's currently light outside. I'm thankful for us passing the equinox because the days are getting longer. And so I'm not fully immersed in the horror experience. However, if anything does jump out at me, I'm sure it will cause a significant reaction because I don't like things jumping out at me. So let's get back over here again. How did I even get over here in the first place? As I say, it can be a little bit tricky, especially when you get to these sort of invisible walls, because I want to move forward and see what's over there, but I can't move any further, and it doesn't seem to be a reason as to why I can't go any further. And now I can't even get back over the fence that I once found myself... Okay, so I actually can just walk around it here. I couldn't get back over it. I was trying to jump over it, and it just wasn't working. So let's see this. Maybe it's a numbers thing. I recognize some of these symbols. That's obviously the pentagram. That's the symbol for sulfur. That's an inverted cross over there. So I'm going to press this one. Then I'm going to press this one. And I think... Okay, I think I got this wrong. I think I'm just going to brute force it. I'm going to do one there. Do one over here, because I haven't come across anything to indicate that perhaps... Oh, now after I activated that, the thing that worked, fantastic, I did get an ad pop up. So my apologies if the editing is a little bit choppy. I did just have to cut round that, but that seemed to be a significant thing. Something worked, I don't know what. Can I jump over this fence here? No. Can I get round it? Doesn't seem so. I want to get into this cabin. I want to see what's over here. What is over here? But something worked. So maybe if we go back to the pentagram, and I'm just finding... I wish these buttons were maybe a little bigger, because I'm pressing on the sprint button, and then I find that I'm not pressing it, and it's yeah, it can be a little bit frustrating. Maybe something needs to be placed here. Okay, well, I pressed something, and it worked. I think I got this wrong. Hang on. Hang on. One. Yeah, do that. And then it was this one down here. And it said, oh, I think that worked. So let's do that again. I think it worked. What worked? I don't understand what was meant to have worked. And this is the problem. If you do get stuck and you need... sort of guidance, either you go to a guide, either you do something, or in the top right you can watch an ad for a hint. So I'm going to watch an ad right now. I'm not going to show the ad, but I'll come back with the hint. So this is the hit the appropriate things and with the bangs. Like, what? That I know that was a hint. But it didn't make much sense, and it wasn't on the screen long enough. Like, I read it, and I wanted to read it out to you folks, and it didn't quite make much sense to me. So let's just have another look-see, and maybe if I go back to this hut, maybe something happened in there, something changed in there, and if I don't see anything different, if I don't notice any difference, anything new... then I may have to carry on exploring on my own and leave you folks to give it a download and see if you can figure it out for yourselves. Yeah, I'm stumped. That is one of the good things about these games, but also it's one of the bad things about these games. These type of games. Not necessarily this game. I mean these type of games. Because, yes, you can have a lot of enjoyment exploring and trying to figure out the puzzles and everything, and you don't want things to be handheld. You don't want the yellow paint on the steps. You want to figure out things, but sometimes it can seem rather arbitrary, the things that happen, and I'm thinking that maybe there's probably like a switch that's appeared somewhere which I'm just not going to be able to find. So I'm just going to keep on looking around. Folks, this has been the Mystery of Eigengrau. Let us know down below, what do you think? Will you be giving this a go? Are you a fan of these atmospheric escape room puzzle horror type games? And what do you think of this one? Personally, I think it has a good premise. The trailer looks very good, but I'm finding it just a little bit tricksy, what with the look of it and also the controls. I think the controls is making me a little bit frustrated, not want to actually explore as much as I could. But maybe that's just me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But for now, my friends, luck and more to you all, and catch you next time.